What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with another Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Skalgrim Mod Skirmish. So this time, we're moving on to the Alpha Legion with our little Skirmish fleet, our 2,000 point, rather, Skirmish fleet, and the Alpha and Beta, the two Glorianas that have been added with the latest version of the mod. These are extremely fun ships, and they do share some similarities with the Nightfall by virtue of the fact that they can both hide and go running silent. There we go. I actually played these ships to death in the beta of the beta of the of the mod version, just like I did with the Nightfall, by virtue of just how fun they are to play with and use in generally. There we go. Just quickly gonna set up the fleet here. And gonna try to make use of our ability to hide. You can move forward. Now, normally for these two ships and the Alpha Legion fleet, I'd probably take emission dissipators, but in this particular situation, I decided not to, for the simple reason that I felt like it would be then too similar to the way that we do with the Nightfall, and it's not like without emission dissipators we can't still do stuff. Now, in terms of what the rest of the fleet looks like, I brought 5 Hades and 2 light cruiser Hellbringer Mark 1s. A reason for that is by the lore, the Alpha Legion fleet is made up of largely smaller vessels, which does make sense for the way that they operate, and I felt like it would rather make sense to keep it relatively lore accurate. As for why it was 5 Hades of all the ships that I could have brought, the reason for that is that I felt the Hades were probably the closest cruisers that we could bring, our battle cruisers, cruiser, essentially the same thing, closest ones that we could bring in terms of what the Alpha and the Beta have in terms of their weapons complements, because no other cruiser has a combination of plasma macros and lance artilleries, which the Alpha and Beta both possess, and while the Hades also have regular macros, not plasma macros, it's about as close as we can get. Also, the 2 light cruisers mostly just to provide a little bit of extra fire support. Now, a little bit of time to talk about the Alpha and Beta and how they work. Other than the fact that they hide, they are similar but different. The Beta is more of a killing blow Titan killer sort of ship, as we will soon see. It has a massive amount of torp tubes and heavy seeker missiles on top of that as well, which is quite nice to make good use of to kill those Titans. If you can sneak it up to an enemy Titan and get a broadside in there, it's pretty damn devastating. The Alpha, on the other hand, is more of a straight-up brawler, but as we can see with what we're doing right now by forcing the enemy to move towards our main fleet, it can also do quite a bit of good damage from a distance. It's got lance artillery, or it does have lance artillery, but also lance turrets, and it's got plasma macros, as I was saying earlier. But generally speaking, you want to use the Alpha as a distraction for the Beta, which goes around, hits the enemy in that broadside, and kills their Titans. We've got a Lex Talonus on the enemy fleet, and it looks like a it's an Iron Hands fleet, interestingly enough. Ooh. It's a Luminor. That's a devastating ship, and looks real nice, too. Damn. Wait, that's Raven Guard. This is Raven Guard, not Iron Hands. What am I talking about? Oh, looks like the Alpha's been found, but that's okay. Hello. Damn, it moved right by. Actually, most of those torps managed to hit. Well done, well done. Alpha, switch to reload, get that supercharged void shield going. Beta, get ready to move in. You guys can now auto-engage and start fighting the enemy. Go for... yeah, just do what you're doing. There we go. We've essentially positioned ourselves pretty well, in my opinion, here. You start hitting that Luminor in the back, number 1 target on you, please. Beta, time to move. I want you to get those torps going. In fact, I'll launch another heavy seeker missile swarm at that thing, and then move forward and get ready to launch your regular attacks as well. Oh, you're gonna get stasis bombed? Let's see if we can stop that. Let's also see if we can board the enemy ship. We're right behind the enemy fleet, so while we're gonna lose all of our little ships, I think that's perfect. Oh, damn it, just barely managed to catch the Alpha there. But we've caught their Lex Talonus. It is in a very bad position right now. Seeker missiles moving in, and let's get a regular torp volley from the Alpha. It's so fun to just position your frickin' Titans behind an enemy fleet like this, especially if you're fighting several factions that are really vulnerable to these sort of tactics, like the Orcs. Very, very effective. Alrighty, one more volley, we'll finish the Lex Talonus off, and right, look at all these damn torp tubes. And there we go, that should be, I want to see this actually hit, though. Ah, look at that torp launch. Isn't it glorious? I also love how it launches torps from its, like, nacelles, or whatever you're gonna call these particular pieces of the ship. Rather than just launching them forward. Or from its prow, rather. And there we go. This should be more than enough to take care of that Lex Talonus. Ooh, some bombardment cannons exploding on our beta there. And there we are. A nice little executed, well executed, I guess, sort of, Alpha Legion trap. At the same time, their Illuminor, their other most threatening ship on the field, is also going to get destroyed as we are continuing our fire. Oh, very nice volley of torps into our Hades from that Warmonger. Anyway, let's get back to actually fighting rather than watching stuff. You can switch to lock on now that you've set up some distance, and now it's time to board and kill that enemy Warmonger. Also, let's identify you, let's board you. We do have long-range boarding available on these guys as well, which is another reason it's really fun to play around with them. 14 seconds until we can launch another volley of torps, although we can launch a first volley with the Alpha, and then the Beta can finish you off. Wink.
Show us the enemy.
And I figured a fight against enemy Space Marine factions would probably be one of the more difficult ones for a Chaos faction, but as you can see, the Alpha and Beta are extremely strong, and this is an even point battle, as in 2,000 points versus 2,000 points. Well done, you two, well done. It looks like there's just one more. Keep sending fighters out there, and we can still keep any enemy identified. We can also do this. You can hide, and in 16 seconds you will be able to hide as well, and the enemy will have to come to us. Oh, how did you unhide? Oh, you took a crit. Yeah, fine. That's fine. Oh, okay, okay. You're gonna stasis us up. Now here's a question. If the enemy stasises you, does it identify you? Perhaps? We'll see. In a few seconds. They've got bombers still here. No, it does not. So we may be stasis, but they can't see us. And there we go. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. And now I could have also brought the Augur Disruptor, and I decided not to, but I don't know. We didn't really get too much value out of that Supercharged Void Shield, to be perfectly honest. But I think it's okay. Once again, I just wanted this particular battle to be a little bit different from that same battle with the Nightfall, but once again, because these ships share some similarities with their playstyle. And there we are. Just like that, the battle should be just about over. I think one more volley will finish this ship off. Some boarding actions there. Exchange some borders.
We stand ready.
Ship's actually doing a pretty good job at surviving. That whole one more volley thing was a little bit overconfident, but there we go. Relatively minimal damage as we saw on our Alpha and Beta, and well, if this was Total Warhammer, I'd say it was a pretty darn decisive victory. Just being able to once again move around that enemy fleet, such a damn fun time. Chef's kiss and all that. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that particular battle with the Alpha Legion, and also I forgot to say, I found this little portrait here that I didn't use the last time, and I just realized how hilarious this particular portrait is. What is with that face? Amazing. Anyway, I will probably be using Alpha Legion quite a bit more in various other skirmishes, but first we gotta try out all the various new ships in the skirmishes, but then we'll be back to it, I'm sure. Plus, I'll probably try them out in the Orc campaign as well, just because I can. But anyway, stay tuned for more. Lots and lots of new ships to try and little fleets to build. Maybe the Emperor's Children next. I guess we'll see. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.